Welcome back to another entry in my video diary in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our island of Fawnhollow today. Now, it's another sunny afternoon. On Fawnhollow, we already seen Kix as our visitor for today. Today being Monday, 25th of May. I don't know why I'm saying that, Isabel's about to tell you anyway, but still. Did I play much last night? We'll get into it afterwards. Anyway, a message from Isabel first. Hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow it's 3:11 PM on Monday May 25th, 2020. No news today, except that I plan to bring you another week of entertaining and informational broadcasts. This has been Isabel signing off. Thank you for that, Isabel. I did visit Benedict in Radishdale and give him a few things, and wouldn't you know it, guess who moved in to Radishdale after his neighbour Rodeo moved out? Puddles. Puddles now, from my island, has moved over to Radishdale, so that's two people from Fawnhollow who've made their way over there, amazingly enough. But anyway, let's read this letter from Diana first. Tell me, Somersault, do you ever feel down in the dumps? I certainly do. When that happens, I like to rearrange my room. It's refreshing and empowering to reshape the world around you. Go on, give it a try. Your friend, Diana. Thank you, Diana. It's kind of like kind words getting these letters, isn't it? It's getting a load of helpful, let's go encouraging, that's not a word, encouraging, letters, you know, help you get through the day. So yeah, Puddles is now in Radishdale, so I was joking with Benedict that slowly he's just going to get all the residents from Fawnhollow, and the fact that, he's basically, I'm giving him all my spare hybrid flowers, which I often have too much of. I didn't do any of the gift wrap last night, apparently. That he's slowly just going to become a second Fawnhollow. We'll see if it actually pans out into anything, but probably won't. So yes, because I was apparently foolish and decided not to do the gift wrapping last night, we'll have to do it now. We'll do it live. That's like a meme, right? Like a really old meme. I don't really even know the context of that, because I've never even seen like the video of whatever is going on. Hello Axel, what are you thinking about? Hey Somersault Wonk. Oops, I said wonk again. That's like in bodybuilding, you don't want to overdo stuff. It feels like my wonk catchphrase needs work. What do you think, wonk? Gotta tell you Axel, it's gotta change. Okay, help me think of a totally cool catchphrase, wonk. What about I have no idea. It's obviously got to be all caps because that's what Axel does. What about just a simple BAM? You know, BAM. BAM? So my new catchphrase is BAM? That's right. BAM, 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 BAM. That's awesome. Whenever I say BAM, I'll see your face. BAM. Yep, there's your face. Fair enough, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Everyone is out and about right now, apparently, which is crazy. But we're going to take the time to gift wrap these fruits before we do anything. Apparently our shovel broke. Probably from all the digging up I did last night. It's okay, we'll just buy a shovel from Nooks. I can't bother to make one. I'm getting lazier and lazier by the day. So yeah, after I'm doing some Animal Crossing recording, I need to record some more bug fables for literally today. I'm so last minute with so many of my recording things. There's just stuff going on, you know. Doing many things, personal projects I suppose. You don't need to worry about that, basically. It won't affect stuff. Stuff hopefully will come out on time. Not that too many people are watching anyway, but still, if you are watching, thank you very much. I recognise your support that you're giving me, and I hope you're enjoying watching as much as I like making this stuff. Whether you do or not, I don't know. But still. Yeah, so there's a lot of last minute episodes going on right now. I need to record some bug fables, because I haven't recorded any for this week. I've recorded one Heaven's Vault, I think. Is there anyone? Yeah, I think I've only recorded one Heaven's Vault video for this week, and I've recorded no Hollow Knight videos, so there's a lot to be done, and not a lot of time. But it's okay, we'll get it done soon, Just only a couple of videos every day, and there's no time at all. You know, because this is basically my break time. not playing Animal Crossing, but playing games in general, to be honest. While it seems like a hobby or a project, or I suppose you could label it as work in some sense, it's not really work. I mean, for one, I'm not getting paid to do this. If I was getting paid to do this, I guess it'd be work and play at the same time, which sounds like a good compromise, but also, maybe that's not a good compromise. It's the sort of thing that a lot of people don't like to do their hobbies as jobs, because it sort of takes away from the enjoyment aspect of a hobby. It becomes, you know, I'm doing this for the sake of money, for the sake of my living, rather than, you know, for the sake of enjoyment or anything similar to that. I'm trying to think if I'm one of those people. I actually think, controversially, maybe I'm not. I don't think I am one of those people. I think I'm more driven to do something I like as a job, even if it is perhaps not always the most fun aspect of it. You know? I'd much rather, I feel like I'd much rather do jobs that are hobbies or overlap with my hobbies, rather than a job I'm doing, you know, just for the sake of doing it. It should be a hybrid red, I believe. Not that we really need as many hybrid reds anymore as we have a purple. We just need to wait for that one to duplicate itself. That'll happen eventually. Low probability though, just like those pansies. Perhaps I should be breeding more hybrid pansies so we can get some more going, you know? I don't know. Yeah, what do you think? Are you the type of person who can do something as a hobby for a job? I don't know. I heard people talking over here. I heard them greeting each other. Where are you? Roscoe's just fishing over there. You know what, let's plant some flowers over here. Seems I'm holding so many. I'm not holding that many, apparently. There's always a different atmosphere, isn't it? Working and enjoyment, stuff like this. Makes me think. If I were to do like this YouTube or like any sort of video game streaming sort of thing as a job, you see there's considerably fewer orange flowers over here because I gave a lot of them away to Benny. Let's tidy it up a little bit. You know? It's a thing I fear most, you know? Losing interest in things I actually do genuinely enjoy, you know? Okay, it's not actually what I fear most. I'm not sure what I fear most would be, to be honest, but there's a definite fear, you know? Because I feel like once you lose... If you have no interest in anything, that's sort of just, didn't really just give me this. It feels unfulfilling, I suppose. I know this is actually quite a serious topic, because it's basically what depression is for a lot of people, isn't it? A slow decline and loss of interest in things you love, and, you know, it's rough, I gotta say. That's not something I would wish upon anyone. I mean, I wouldn't wish, like, many things upon anyone, even my worst enemies. You know, saying that, I don't think I have any enemies that I know of, so... If I do have any enemies, it's a very one-sided sort of business, and I'm not actually aware they're my enemy, so... I'm not particularly worried about that so much as... that sort of thing. I feel like I'm a person who tries not really to make enemies. I mean, I'd imagine a lot of people out there, and I try not to make enemies, but, you know... Perhaps by nature or whatnot, they... won't stand for, you know, they have different reactions to people who oppose them in some sense, you know, whether it be through their viewpoints or through their actions and that sort of thing. I suppose perhaps I'm too lax when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm sort of like a, you know, water off a duck's back sort of thing. You know, that's good in some aspects, it's also bad in some other aspects. You know, it means I'm pretty forgiving, I suppose, but it also means that perhaps I don't put my foot down when I should. I don't know, this it's turned into some weird, like, personality analysis episode, which was not really where I was planning on going with it, but, you know, whatever. That's just the trailer thought sometimes in Animal Crossing. That's just where your mind goes. I don't know why I have a tulip. Oh, probably it was a tulip bud yesterday, that was right. So I'll plant some more lilies here. We've actually got space for them. I don't know. What do you think about yourself? Are you quick to forgive? Forgive and forget? Forgive and don't forget? Never forgive, never forget? I don't know. I suppose it always depends on the situation, doesn't it? It depends what the person who wronged you's done, and, you know, the circumstances of a thing. Is it easily reversible? Do they actually feel remorseful? That sort of thing. You know, humans, complicated creatures, if you can tell. Being one yourself, probably. I mean, I'd imagine the majority of the people who are watching these videos are probably human? You know? I don't think I have a big like market in the doggosphere or doggosphere. What am I saying? Or the you know, the cat industry, the cat media industry. I don't know. Maybe video industry got a little bit going on there. You know, bit of promise. What am I saying? I have no idea. You know, if animals would watch videos, what sort of videos do you think they'd watch? I don't know. I've never had like a pet like a cat or a dog. I've had pet turtles and I've had a pet hamster, and my sister had pet rabbits. But those creatures are a bit more passive than, say, a cat and a dog, right? You tend to be much more active with their interactions with you, I suppose, as a human being. You know, what sort of videos would they watch, do you think? Like how we watch cat videos. I know that's sort of like an overdone thing. People don't really watch cat videos as much anymore. I mean, they still do, don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's not like the only thing the internet's known for anymore. Do you think cats would watch like human videos or something? I suppose that's just most videos, now I think about it, by default. But not in the catosphere. In the catosphere, human videos not by default. You know? Probably. Well, maybe. I'm not actually sure. Who knows how it works with cats. We're just waiting for one of these to actually, you know, produce a yellow hybrid. So we can start testing out other purple rose and start producing more of these. Well, the next step of getting a blue rose. What do you think we'll get a blue rose first? Through this guaranteed method that we're doing? Or do you think we'll get it from this 1 in 64 chance pair of red roses over here? I'm actually, you know, as the days go on, I'm inclined to think we're going to get it from the pair of red roses first. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but still, what do we need from the 2 purple roses to get a white? We need them to produce a white. So we're just going to, I don't know, breed these 2 purples, I guess. Just to, you know, there's a chance it works out. There's a 1 in 25 chance that works out. This white rose we don't really need anywhere, do we? Not particularly. Let's got a Discord message apparently. Don't know what's going on over there. Hidden projects, you know. Not YouTube related, don't worry about that. This is more like real life related, I suppose. Yeah, what was I talking about? Cats and dogs. I would like a pet cat or a pet dog. Or both. You know, I would like a lot of pets. I'm very much an animal sort of person. If you can tell by my love of nature, I suppose. But, yeah. A pet cat or a pet dog. What sort of breed of cat or dog you want? Well, firstly, I don't think I would necessarily go and pick out a breed. I think if I was to get a cat or dog, I'd definitely go to the shelter and adopt one. I mean, they need homes, right? I didn't mean to randomly dig a hole here. That's a bit odd. If I had a choice, I suppose, I would like a Shetland sheepdog, you know? I think they're my favourite dog, although I'd imagine, I wonder if I have the energy to keep up with them. Aren't sheepdogs like super energetic? I don't know. And you'd have a lot of energy to take them on walks. Or maybe that's like border collies or something. I can't remember. I don't know. I'd have to do a lot more research into dogs and stuff. I want to be a good dog or cat owner. I don't want to be one which will just, you know, treat them as an accessory rather than a fully fledged animal. I mean, I imagine that's how most people are anyway with their pets, but you can never be too sure. Sorry, Vivian. I didn't mean to just walk directly in front of you. Vivian, despite being a wolf, you strike me as a cat person, you know? You imagine Vivian with like a really fluffy white cat or something in her lap. Maybe it's just for snooty characters you imagine as cat people. I don't know, maybe Dan is more of a dog person, I think. You know, it's getting a bit weird. It's probably a bit odd to talk about Animal Crossing villagers themselves being animal people when they are animals themselves. Who have I not given stuff to? Oh, a birdwing. Just out of nowhere, to be honest. I think we have enough to make what are they called? Statuette thing from Flick, if he ever comes to visit again. Let's move these windflowers, of course. And we'll bury the buds over here. That's a plant. That's also a plant. That's a bud. Yeah, bud. Who have we not given stuff to? How do we have so many still in our inventory? Lily just vibing over there. I respect that. Okay, let's look at the map. Roscoe, because he was fishing. Axel, we haven't as well. Diana, I don't think we've seen yet. And Eric, we haven't seen, so it's probably... Oh, I felt like we haven't given something to Sylvana, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I have given one to one of these. One... Oh, no, we got 5. Okay. That works. Do we have 4 fossils? Only 3 fossils. Okay, let's have a quick look at the campground before we get these fossils appraised by blabbers. It gets harder and harder to find these fossils every time. Oh, what's up, Roscoe? Hey, it's your lucky day. I'm sending my park address. Interested? How much? Alright, let's get down to business. How's 2,400? I'll take it. I ain't for one for haggling. I'm multi-billionaire, you know? I'm a multi-billionaire. I don't need to be too worried about overspending, especially when it's buying from my villagers. This is for you, Roscoe. Would you like a wrapped prezzy? Axe over there just chilling after fishing. I think we'll do that today. I think we'll do some fishing because I haven't cleared any ways for to put any paths down, so... And we still need to catch some betters and rainbow fish. And plus we're talking about fantastic stuff. Oh no! Ah. Almost got there in time. If you don't know, it's because when they're sitting down or fishing or anything, I can't give them any presents unless I bother them enough such that we stop doing that activity. So I want to do it when he was in that in-between switching phase and give him something. That's quite alright, it's quite alright. Let us put some stuff away in storage. Let's put this stuff away, this away. What about other sort of pets, you know? Like more unusual pets. Birds, lizards, snakes, spiders. I can't put that in there, I forgot. What do you have as pets? I don't know. I think I'd have almost any animal as a pet. Although, actually no, that's not true. Because I wouldn't have a lot of exotic animals because they would require definitely special like care and attention. Which I don't think I'm qualified enough to do. To be perfectly honest. Like things that I think I hear it's a thing like foxes. Like a lot of people like to get fox pets, but foxes as pets, but they require much more like special things or something or ways to look after them. Like it's very different to dogs or something like that. So basically, if you're going to get an exotic pet, please do your research and learn to look after them properly. You know, give them what they need and require because it's very different from domesticated animals such as dogs and cats and birds, I suppose, and others. Would you have a tarantula as a pet? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'd have a tarantula as a pet. I think I'd be curious about it. And I'm not really someone who gets, like, eked out by, like, bugs or any, like, scary creatures or something. But, like, I don't want to get bitten by a spider. I know tarantulas are actually very docile, aren't they? That's the thing I've learned. They rarely... I think it's tarantulas. They rarely, like, actually attack unless super put under stress or something, but not like, I don't know, is it black widow spiders the one that are really aggressive? Tarantulas are just like eight-legged dogs in some aspect. I'm sorry if you have arachnophobia. I don't mean to be talking about spiders and stuff as much. Shall I move on to a different topic? But I don't know. I suppose if you have arachnophobia, you know, just like skip ahead like 5 minutes probably when I'm done talking about this. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm curious to have a tarantula as a pet. I don't know if I'd have a tarantula as a pet though, but I'm not sure how interesting they are as pets. You know what I super want? I would love to have a big aquarium. Like a huge tank aquarium and just like have tons of different fish in there. I don't think I've seen this bed before. How expensive is it? 23,000. Can just buy it. Yeah, and I'm super interested to see to have like a massive aquarium full of like colourful wild, not wild fish, I suppose they're domesticated, but you know, like various species or not, but that's probably quite complicated because a lot of species, you know, don't necessarily like to be with each other, I suppose. Some species like if you put like wrong species together, well, firstly, if they have different environments, they're not going to survive. But also like something like apparently I didn't check this yesterday. They can get stressed and like eat each other or something like that. I don't really know. I'm not a fish expert or any fish keeping expert. That's why I'm saying if I ever get the money and the opportunity to start having pets, I'm going to do as much research as possible to try and be properly look after my pets when possible. Whoa, Technopop? That's interesting. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to be just your average, not your average pet owner, but your negligent pet owner. Sure, let's claim this. Cardboard box, don't need that. Cardboard box. Pink paint flooring. Patchwork skirt, sure. Rusted part. Rattan table lamp. Cardboard box. You know, claim these anyway. Pop them in our, not in inventory, in our storage at home. It's probably a weird sight for a billionaire to be not roofing, what's it? Rifling, sorry, that's a word. Through the garbage to, or recycling, I suppose, to pick out like cardboard boxes and stuff to decorate their home with. Oh well. What other interesting pets would there be? I think a lizard would be kind of cool. They seem like very fun pets to have and watch. I think a pet which is fun to watch, you know. That sort of thing. Cats are always fun because they always do... Cats and dogs are always fun because they always do silly things and they interact with you, but I feel I don't have the energy to keep up with an energetic dog. I think cats may be more my pace. It was right there the entire time! Oh my word. And yeah, we got about 10 minutes left, so we're just gonna casually chat as we try and fish up some a rainbow fish and a betta, or beta, I don't know what they're called. So let's see what size they're. Size 2 and size 1. It's been a while since I tried to catch them. They're quite rare, I believe. At least a rainbow fish I heard is pretty rare. But it's not like a huge rush to catch them because it's like they go away in October, I believe. So we've got like 5 months to catch them. Which is just a pretty damn long time, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not worried if we don't get them now. We'll get them later. And what is more exciting is it's going to be June somewhat soon. And when it turns to June, you know what that means? New fish and bugs to catch. And probably increased chance of a scorpion to spawn, so I can finally catch one. I've been playing so much at night time and I still haven't seen one. Yeah, like I haven't even had the opportunity to fail to catch one. I just straight up haven't seen any yet. But I believe I read somewhere that they become more common. That it's like a bell curve distribution, like because they're available from like May to I guess November. They'll probably become most active. You're too big. I'm gonna scare you away. They become most active around whatever halfway is August, I suppose. So yeah, I'm not too worried. We got all the time in the world, you know. I mean, that's just the Animal Crossing way. We've got tons of time to do everything we want in Animal Crossing. There's no rush. Eric, how long were you there for? Apparently everyone's just vibing though. And apparently, like, nearly everyone's outside her house. It's just Audie, surprisingly. Such an outgoing person, and Audie's just training inside on today. Maybe she's just not up to it, you know? I respect that. You don't always have to be out and about, even if you're an extroverted, outgoing person. Sometimes you just have those days where you're like, nah. You know? Human brains. Complicated. What about a pet deer? I hear actually, I think deers are like really difficult pets or something to look after or something. Or maybe I just entirely made it up. Yeah, I'm basically spouting out things I remember reading once like ages ago. Like years ago. Axel, why did you have to sit in a most inconvenient place? But aren't like deers like very messy pets or something? I don't know. If they're anything like the Sika deer, which are in Japan, they're... If you don't know, the Sika deer in... Well, what I'm specifically talking about are the deer in a city called Nara, which is known for their deer, and you might have seen videos on it because those deer are really aggressive because what you can do is you can buy something called senbei, which is like a deer biscuit or whatever, from there's like merchants around, not merchants, vendors I suppose is a better term. And you can buy some biscuits and start feeding them to the deer. And the deer get super aggressive if they know you have a biscuit. Like one started eating my shirt when I went there with Ali when we were trying to feed him. I was like, I'm going to try and gather a load of deer around. by leading them with this biscuit, and they just started eating my shirt, and I was like, okay, you can have it, you know? I'm not sure if I want a pet like that. I want a pet who I want to, you know, vibe and chill out with, which is why I think a cat's probably best for me. Cats are probably more low maintenance than dogs are, I'd imagine. I'm not going to say that for certainty because I've never owned either of them, and it probably depends on the breeds of dogs and cats. And I don't really know either of them. Oh, I never really said what sort of cat I'd get. Probably like a ragdoll cat or a Siamese cat. I think they're pretty cute. No, I'm not particularly fussed about what sort of cat anyway. Any cat's a good cat. Maybe I'd get 2 cats. A black cat and a white cat, you know. Isn't it a thing where like black cats are often like the most the colour which coloured cat which appears most in shelters because of a superstition of black cats being unlucky? That makes me feel sad. I kind of like black cats. Maybe because of that witchy aspect, I don't know. Or maybe it's because of a story I read when I was much younger called like Gobbolino the Witch's Cat. Where I had a story about a black witch's cat who slowly became a house cat, I suppose, is how I'd describe it, through all of their adventures. Axel, let me give you something. Oh, what's up? Hey, I was just thinking about dropping by your place. I've got something just for you. Oh, excuse my stomach. Any interest in buying a stellar jumpsuit? How much? Oh, good. How about for 1,600 bells? Yes, we have a deal. Sure. And Axel, don't you know, I have something for you. So we just need to give stuff to Sylvana and Diana, I believe. Neither of which were in their home, I think. Unless Sylvana was and I didn't pay enough attention. I don't think she was, though. But it's not the first time I missed it if she was. But maybe they're in the museum or something. That's okay. I'll give it to them later. We're going to have a chat? No, we're not. I love Lily's, like, curious face where she's got, like, a weird, like, ooh. I don't know how to describe it. What was I talking about? Yeah, Gobbolino's a Witch's Cat. I actually, like, almost completely forgot about that book until I was just talking about it just now. Until we were talking about black cats, like, literally just now. Yeah, it's a story about... There's a black cat who's a witch's cat, and he's got a sister, I think, who is a much more talented witch's cat. And Gobbolino doesn't really like being a witch's cat or something. They're always really bad at it. And then eventually gets separated. Oh, we're having a chat here. I was all like, you're gonna have to go through me. And then he went, oh, and ran off. And that's why I say, yeah. It reminds me, I gotta look out for my buddies. Isn't it because I told you to say yeah? Wow, that's amazing. Can I say yeah too? I want to be cool just like you. Sure, just remember that saying yeah means you gotta look after your friends, got it? Alright. Put down that cupcake. Leave your friend fried dough alone. Hey, saying is about standing up for your friends, not your snacks. But my friends are snacks, Alright, well, if you ever get some real friends, keep an eye out for them, okay, I'm trying to record all these interactions between my villagers. It's great fun. Yeah, Gobbolino Witch's Cat. He was really bad at being a witch's cat, and then he somehow got separated, and then it's all about his stories. And like one of them is he ran into 3 brothers or something who lived by themselves, I think. And I think that's who he ended up staying with in the end. Spoilers. I can't actually remember what else happens. I think he ended up in an orphanage at one point. And then the orphan house owner kicked him out. I don't know what the orphan house owner's name is. Or like the title of their job is called. Why are they always evil in literature though? Or in fiction, I suppose. Maybe it's just a remnant of Victorian England or something. Is that even an English book? I actually can't remember. I only read it because of like a book fair, I think. And I bought it because it had a pretty cover. Oh no, maybe I read it because it was a pretty... I don't think I bought it. I think it was a library book now I think about it. I used to read a lot more when I was younger. Not so much now, look at me now. Instead I've transitioned to video games, which is, you know, different. I suppose. I'm trying to sneak past that campsite there. Apparently I cannot. Maybe I should make it a bit wider. You know, I'm having fun, and that's what matters. We'll do one last sweep of a river before we round off the episode, because we're on half an hour now. And then I'll be recording some bug fables. A tin can? That's outrageous. I don't want this in the slightest. Sorry, Roscoe. Don't mind me. Okay, just one last sweep. Maybe the rainbow fish and better also become... Is it better or beta? I should really look it up. Become more common in later months as well, so also no rush to catch them. Instead, we just got loaches and pale chubs. So yeah, Gobbolino the Witch's Cat. Maybe that would be the title for today. It's going to be a reference no one's going to understand, to be honest. But the one person who's read that book, and who also watches my videos, so that's like a pretty low probability, will be like, I get that. It's probably not even a well-known book or anything. I don't even know who wrote it. Oh well, that's something I can look up later. Or I could look up right now, if I wasn't failing to catch his fish. Gobbolino the Witch's Cat. What's this? A nibblefish. We should store that instead of selling it. Gobbolino the Witch's Cat. There it is. Written by Ursula Murray Williams. Oh, that's a cover. That first one is a cover with a pretty blue-eyed cat looking at a dandelion. Maybe I can read a Wikipedia summary on this. Hold on. Is there a Wikipedia article? Gobbolino Witch's Cat. Gobbolino is a little black kitten born in a witch's cave, high on Hurricane Mountain. He has sparkling blue eyes, one white paw. This sets him apart from other witch's cat like his twin sister, Sutka, who have... Oh, I closed it! No! Hold on, get it open. I wanted to click the back button and see if the illustration had a one white paw. Because I never noticed if it did. It does, wow. Who have pure black fur and green eyes. While his sister is eager to begin her training as a witch's cat, Gobbolino longs to be a humble kitchen cat and to have a loving human family of his own. Gobbolino tries to adjust his life in the cave, but fails to complete a single task set by his mistress. After being rejected as an assistant by every witch in the area, he is left abandoned. Ah, that's quite sad. I don't remember that part like that. Initially distraught, he soon realises that he can now pursue his own dreams and embarks on a great adventure to seek out his heart's desire. He tries to be a normal kitchen cat. First at a farm, then an orphanage. Yeah, there's the orphanage. Then the mayor's house. I don't remember the mayor's house. Oh, he's like a rich daughter's cat or something like that. I think I remember that now. But his magic always gets him into trouble. He becomes a show cat, but the other cats are jealous and reveal him as a witch's cat. How? He becomes a ship's cat for a brief period, but returns to shore after using his magic to save a ship from a witch, making the sailor suspicious. I don't remember this in the slightest. He is adopted by a sick princess. Oh, this is who I was thinking of. But when she is well again, she leaves for boarding school without him, so he joins a Punch and Judy show as Toby the dog. But a witch in the audience reveals him as a witch's cat. How many witches are there in this world? A knight finds him and gives him to a lady as a gift. But when Gobbolino tries to help the knight win over the lady, he only causes more trouble. He leaves and is adopted by a woodcutter, but the woodcutter's great-granddaughter sells him to a peddler woman for a dress. I remember that entirely. I actually had a thought, like, a few years ago of that exact story in my mind. Of, like, a girl selling a cat for a dress, and then, like, the dress gets all torn up as she, like, runs away anyway or something. And I was like, where's that from? That's from Gobbolino is a witch's cat. Anyway, finally accepting his magic, Gobbolino becomes a peddler woman's assistant. But his good heart and unwillingness to cause pain means he fails at every task he is set. Deja vu. What is this? A neon tetra. The peddler woman leaves him in the care of his sister, Sutka, and her mistress. But once again, he is unable to complete his tasks. I remember Sutka was trying to teach him how to catch, like, lizards or something, and she does some weird bait where she's like, oh, there's no way I could catch you, fast lizards, you just run away or something, and then she catches them. Anyway, the witch puts a spell on him, removing his magical powers, and he finds his way back to the farm where he began his journey, his coat having faded to an unrecognisable tabby. How? Here he finds his old friends welcome him back happily, and he becomes the farm's kitchen cat. The nickname Gobbolino is from the Italian word little hunchback. Okay. The story Gobbolino was adapted as a children's song by G.C. Westcott and has become very popular in primary school music classes in Australia and New Zealand since appearing as song 9 on page 12. Oh! A rainbow fish! Where's my pot of goldfish? On page 12 of 1978 of Sing, a music curriculum program of the Australian Broadcasting Corporation that included a radio program, cassettes, now CDs, and an annual compilation of songs, the song consisting of 3 verses and a chorus. Okay, we'll donate this fish and we'll round off the episode there after having that plot summary of Gobbolino the Witch's Cat. Just reliving my childhood, don't mind me. It was published in 1942? Really? I didn't know it was that old. I thought it would be like 1970s or something. Right, this is a rainbow fish. Oh, we haven't done this for ages. The rainbow fish is a tropical fish known for its metallic colours and beautiful fins. There are over 50 different species, each a unique and pleasing colour. I must say, it does make me wish for feathers of a more exciting hue than underbaked brownie. Aw, Blabbers, you're beautiful in your own way. Very handsome. Handsome owl. Anyway, well that, we ran like 6 minutes over because I was too busy talking about Gobbolino as a witch's cat, but let's round off this episode here. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons on my island of Fawnhollow, and I've been dear darling. I hope we can see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.